we now kind of have a little goal. We are going to start heading south slowly, I think. Actually, we're going to wander around this area a little bit more. And I think I'm going to see if I can make myself an axe. So let's just see if I can find a small stone somewhere. Ignite vines. Get clay. There's a great bush there. As far as food goes, you can find food pretty quickly just by scavenging. Assuming you're not somewhere that's like, you know, gonna hurt you. Also, if you can get a carving knife, which I probably should have embarked with, but oh well. If you can make a sharp stone, you can butcher bodies. See, like, there's berry leaves here. So if we're in a season where there's food around, then that's not so much of an issue. What's going on over here? What are you? Hello. Who will I talk to? I don't want to talk. I want to look. What are you? What's going on? Well, first off, there's snow everywhere, which is something. We have an elf child. Hello, elf child. You are in good state. We can look at your description. His hair is extremely long, his teeth are gaped, his ears have large hanging lobes, and his slightly protruding aqua eyes are somewhat narrow. And he is playing. We've discovered a river, which is just next to them, right? So this river right here, if I'd use capital I, if I had an extra water skin and I was, actually, hold on a second. I just realized my water skin is in fact, so I'm holding my wine in my hand. I bet you I could put that wine into the water skin once I've drank the water from the water skin. Maybe I should go back and see if I can find a water skin or that. That seems bad. I don't want to be, I'm holding wine in my hand. So hold on. Yes, it is. Hello, everybody. What's on the ground? Not much. How about here? Not much? Okay. So this is what I mean by conversations. They're all talking. Okay. I see a bag in the corner. Let's see if I can... I'm currently crawling as well, so I'm moving a lot slower. Pigtail bag, get plump helmets. Just gonna yoink the bag. Do not need to keep listening to their conversations. Okay, so... Yeah, water skin only can hold 3 units. I do know that. I was assuming it would end up in my backpack and not in the bag, but... Okay, so now I need to put the dwarven wine into the pigtail bag, okay? And then I need to put the pigtail bag into my backpack, which I think I can do. Pigtail bag into my backpack. There we go. Now I can stand back up. I'm also carrying a lot more stuff, so stuff's suddenly heavier. Did I also take those plump helmets? I did. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over to where I just was. I'm going to skip through this dialogue. We're gonna climb down into here, and I am going to drop the plump helmets. Then I'm going to climb up, and they're probably going to be covered in rotten plump helmets in a minute, but that's fine. All right, well, let's start moving across town then, shall we? There's some elven children playing in the snow pile. You once saw someone accuse a random dwarf of being a were-creature, and it turned out they were a were-badger, and they got it right on accident. Oh, that's funny. Now that I've moved away from that area, I can do this. Now, let me show you guys something. Does this look familiar to any of you who've never played adventure mode before? Because this is a city map, right? Now, if you paid attention to the release notes, you may have seen these. Spot the difference. That's what we're looking at right now. We are looking at a town, a small dwarven hillocks. This is much more of a fortress city versus, and this is a smaller town. I think these are actually human settlements, not dwarven settlements, but still, this is a settlement. But you're getting kind of the outline of it, right? Like, you can make all the jokes you want, but like, these are roads, right? These are paved roads. This is a walled city. These are towns, and this is a river running through. This here, well, obviously, if you take a glance, these are roads. There's no paved roads. There's a little bridge here that we're currently standing on, and this is a creek going through. And then there are little settlements and houses in between. So we can now travel on the overworld, which is way faster, by the way, than not. As we move out of the town, the map suddenly zooms out. So when you are embarking in fortress mode right now, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at this zoomed out one-tick screen from those locations. The more easy, quick to notice things might notice this, where my mouse is. This is something moving around on the overworld. It could be a friendly army. It could be an enemy army. And as we move, it will probably also move. And I'm going to try and walk around it because I don't know what it is, but it is moving. There's a few of these things. There's another one right here. So if you have a fortress in fortress mode, right? You could be an adventurer, go visit that fortress, and equip all of the best armor from that fortress, and then suddenly you have a stacked adventurer from the get-go. You could then retire that adventurer in that fortress, and then reclaim that fortress, and the adventurer would now be living in that fortress. Adventurers are those dudes that show up in your tavern that have the mercenary icon that asks to join you. Those are AI adventurers, and there's a lot of them in every world, right? They are notable people with histories, and they have quests and goals. You're playing one of those. You know, like those bards that show up that ask to stay? That's what this is. You know those, the monster slayers that show up? That's what we're playing. We are one of those dudes that show up in your fort. So you're not necessarily just like, unless you're playing as a peasant, which is a thing you can do in adventure mode. If you're playing as a hero or a demigod, you are one of those dudes with a little dragon icon, a little sword icon, or a skull, or somebody to show up. Are there shops you can buy stuff from? Kind of, but again, like there really isn't a economy in the game right now. And also, because I'm on the overworld, I could just hit stop at any point and drop down. And the entire world is interconnected, right? You just stand around drinking, writing poetry and songs, eventually developing some skills, accusing random people of being a were-creature, and lying about your violent deeds that you definitely haven't committed. Like, you could literally just stand around drinking and partying all day, like a normal dwarf would. And then, like, maybe move, like, 15 steps outside of that little town and claim a site as yours and build a little shack and live in that shack and then go party during the day and then at night go sleep in the shack and then eventually claim that shack as a fortress because those shacks are reclaimable. Are there random encounters wandering the monster in the overworld? Yes. So, if you read old stories about adventure mode, you're going to see something a lot, which is don't sleep outside at night because you will die to a boogeyman. Okay, so in Fortress mode, there's very few night creatures you see. You basically see were creatures, and that's like it. And sometimes you'll get night creatures as visitors. In Adventure mode, there are boogeymen. There are, which are shapeshifters, by the way. There are various night trolls and various other spooky things that you'll only really read about in legends or in books or in stories and poems in Fortress mode. You won't ever see them. And the reason you won't ever see them is they're essentially highwaymen. The thing about the evil dark ones like the night trolls and the boogeymen, as of version 47, which is the version that we are currently playing, they did not spawn anywhere except for in evil biomes. So unless you are venturing through an evil biome, you will not run into the extremely strong ones. That being said, if you're venturing anywhere else, you could get attacked by any wildlife that you could see in a normal fortress, right? So let's just say you're playing Fortress mode, right? You could very reasonably run into, let's just say, giant dingoes, an elephant, a pack of lions, or a pride of lions, I guess, a pack of wolves, bears. If you're wandering in spookier areas, zombies, right? Birds. If you sleep outside in the wilderness at night, you might get I feel uneasy and wake up and there's a cougar in front of you. And you can wrestle it and grab it by its hair and throw it. Also, it could maul you to death. So we're going on this little adventure right now to the south, and me going on this little exploration adventure could very well just end with me dying. Like, I mean, here, if I just hit K, right, I can shout about my I think I can pray. I can shout to hold on. This is my deity. I can speak with my deity. I could ask the deity for advice, although maybe that's, let's ask how the deity is feeling. How are you feeling right now? I'm going to, say goodbye to my deity. Let's see, what else can I do? We could, if I go to this screen, we can create, right? Obviously, I'd need a sharp rock to find a blunt, small rock. You can pet literally anything, by the way, including something that is currently trying to kill you. So, like, you knock out let's just say a lion that attacked you, you can pet it before you stab it to death. We can compose. So we currently have the ability to compose poems and musical compositions and write. So if I have stuff to write with and know something to write about, we can write. Although, be careful if you start an adventure with absolutely no reading or writing ability. I don't think you can ever gain it in this version. I might be crying right now. Hold on. No, we're okay, I think. We are currently enraptured after communing with Anur. He feels satisfied about improving tracking. I don't know how I did that. And he is proud after writing The Birth of Thralls, and proud after writing The Plates and Nothing More. He is still a casual worshiper of Anur, probably because we're just a casual worshiper, which is why I'm not crying. We are unfettered after spending some time with people, and not distracted after being unoccupied. Anyway, let's jump back into fast travel. It's a big ol' Sasquatch! Remember how we said, like, night creatures? So we've been ambushed by a Sasquatch. Now, the important question here is, where is it? I am hungry and thirsty. Hold on, real quick. I can drink the water on my shoe. I'm going to drink 1 unit of wine. Oh, I see it. It's in front of me. And I'm going to eat some chinchilla meat. So the Sasquatch is right here. No quarter, so he's trying to fight me. He is in good health. I'm going to greet listener. I'm going to brag about my past violent acts. I've defeated many fearsome opponents. I have not. I don't know if I can kill this, but we'll find out. So I've now bragged about my violent acts, which doesn't, actually, does that do anything to me? But I have communed, so I'm currently spiritually moved, so I guess that's good. We're going to move south a little bit. I am standing, and we are about to engage the Sasquatch. Also, I would like to note, her feathers are brown. Her skin is raw umber, and her eyes are black. As for us, this muscular Sasquatch. Large, mysterious, ape-like creature found in temperate forests. He is muscular and his hair is brown. His skin is white and his eyes are azure. I have no idea, Pele. I don't think it really matters. Just use the setup that is most optimal to you and enjoy the stream. That's all I really ask. Let's fight. Currently, I'm on the ground underneath it. Jump up from underneath it. The Sasquatch misses me. The muscular Sasquatch attacks you, but you roll away. I'm going to stand up and punch him. The muscular Sasquatch... Okay, let's see. Hold on, I need to check something. Current attack preference is according to opponent. Current dodge preference is move around. And current charge preference is according to opponent. We are going to hit it. You bash the Sasquatch in the upper body with your silver warhammer, bruising the muscle. I see. It's wrapped around. I get it. The muscular Sasquatch misses you. You bash the Sasquatch in the lower arm with your silver warhammer, and the Sasquatch jumps at you, but we dodge away. As you can see, the Sasquatch is now behind us. So, up left. You punch the muscular Sasquatch in the right lower arm with your left hand, bruising the muscle. The force pulls the elbow, but the Sasquatch misses us. So far, so good. Shoutouts to our dodging ability. I'm going to check our description currently. We're not too moved by this. We're not really in a bad way. We are an adequate hammer dwarf, and I think our novice skills are actually quite useful. A way to check how tired you're getting, down beneath speed, it'll say tired. I am the @ symbol. I am also shouting at it currently. That is me. I am the blinking X. That is the Sasquatch. We're fighting with it no quarter. All right, so let's hit this Sasquatch again, which is up left. Muscular Sasquatch misses you, charges at me while we jump away, and we dodge. You're fighting a Sasquatch. Dodge it. Recovering from attacking me. Okay, so we are waiting in between strikes. So I could, if I want to be real fancy, select exactly where I want to hit it, or I can just bump into it. So this is one of these menus that is like one of the reasons for adventure mode is taking a long time. Is this VATS? Yes. VATS circa 2002? I don't remember when this menu was added specifically. I need to look back, but yeah, this is VATS. I can also go to the wrestling menu specifically. And this is another menu, which is why adventure mode is going to take so long. I can grab with right upper arm, grab upper body, grab neck, grab head, grab right upper arm, that, right? So now I guess I'm grabbing him. You attack, he rolls away, which is fine. I don't actually need to use that screen. I think we're just going to stick with basic combat for right now, because I'll be honest, wrestling is beyond me. Let's hit them. You bash the Sasquatch in the right foot with the side of your warhammer. Muscular Sasquatch punches you in the lower leg with his right hand, bruising the skin through the boar leather rope. Yeah, that will heal. You bash the Sasquatch in the left lower arm from behind with your silver warhammer, chipping the bone. The force pulls the elbow, tearing apart the muscle. Let's take a look at our Sasquatch here, who's now blinking, which I think means injury. Elbow's gone, or not gone, but like in a bad way. His left lower arm is in a bad way. The red means is worse than dark, like the color of the foot, which is worse than the yellow, and white is normal. If I look at myself, can double check ourself real quick. Currently, it's just my left lower leg. We have some bruising, so we're okay. Grab his head and pop his eyeballs. One thing at a time. Remember, I don't actually have that much skill in wrestling. Yeah, we're just a novice wrestler. I'm more likely to win the fight with my hammer. So let's hit him again. Bonk. You bash the muscular Sasquatch in the right lower leg with your silver warhammer. The force bends the knee. The muscular Sasquatch attacks you, but he jumps away. So now we've kind of danced down to the left. Sasquatch is still bleeding. He attacks you, but he jumps away. We're actually going to back off of the fight just a little bit. Uh-oh. Attacks you, but you jump away. So we can't really... He's still moving around enough that I do have to stay in combat with him. So let's hit him again. He misses us, and we bash the muscular Sasquatch in the left foot with a silver warhammer, chipping the bone, and the force pulls the left ankle, bruising the muscle, and he falls over. Okay, so now that he's fallen over, let's wrestle. We are going to grab with my left hand. We are going to grab his throat. You grab the Sasquatch by the throat with your left hand. Grab throat, wrestle, grab. Maybe we just bash him. Let's see if we can just do that. He breaks the grip of my hand on his throat. Okay, let's grab him again. B, wrestle. Grab with left hand. Let's grab his nose. Got your nose! And then we can look at the combat log, by the way, via the announcement screen. Let's jump into here. I can strike him. Seems like I can hit him in the neck really easily now. So let's hit him in the neck. I think this is with the hammer. Now I can bash with my silver warhammer. I can punch. I can kick. I can scratch. Or I can bite. I'm gonna bite him. You bite the muscular Sasquatch in the neck, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. You latch on firmly to the muscular Sasquatch's throat. The muscular Sasquatch breaks the grip of your upper front teeth. The Sasquatch. We're gonna bash him again. You bash the muscular Sasquatch after he breaks the grip and misses us. You bash the Sasquatch in the left hand with your silver warhammer, chipping the bone. The force bends the left wrist, tearing the muscle. We hit him again. You bash the Sasquatch in the right lower leg with your silver warhammer. The force bends the right knee. Makes a lot more sense after seeing adventure mode combat. Oh, absolutely. Because fortress mode combat is adventure mode combat happening in scale at real time, right? So when I'm looking at like this menu, grab with left hand, grab head, the game is doing that in real time. Also, this entire time, there's an eagle that's slowly flying towards us. That's kind of interesting. Because that, that's an eagle that I can't see, but was there a moment ago. So I grab him by my left hand. We're going to continue wrestling. Wrestle using left hand. So I can punch. These are all the places I can punch him currently. So I can punch him in the eye, ear. I can pinch, which is grip, basically. Because we're currently holding his head with his left hand, and I have a hammer in my other hand. I can now strike him in the head relatively easily. Or rather, no, not in the head. Upper arm. Upper arm is normal strike. Okay, upper body's easy. Why is it not letting me view other pages? I guess there is another. It's telling me there's other pages, but I guess not. Let's just go for lower body. And we're going to bash him with the hammer. Bruising the muscle and bruising the spleen. Let's just keep doing that. Strike. It's now slightly tricky to do. But I could hit him in the arm fairly easily. Let's just go for the lower body again. Bash him. Bash him in the muscular the muscular Sasquatch in the lower body with the silver warhammer, bruising the fat. Can't quite connect. This is actually kind of tricky. Let's back up for a second. He misses us. Back up again. I'm going to shout to everybody. I could ask him to cease hostilities. Demand the listener yield. We're gonna brag about my violent acts. I've defeated many fearsome foes. And we hit him again. You bash him, and he misses us twice. We jump back into the wrestling screen. I'm going to grab with my left hand. I'm gonna grab the neck. We're gonna wait. I'm going to wrestle using left hand. I'm going to pinch the throat. He misses us. I think I accidentally let go. Wrestling. Pinch throat. We bash him. We're standing on top of him right now. So I'm just hitting him from above. Like, boom, boom, boom. Bash him, bruising the kidney. Punch him in the right lower leg. He misses. We punch him in the lower leg. You scratch him in the lower leg. You scratch him in the lower leg. We're going to wrestle. Grab him. Grab neck. Way to turn. Wrestle. Wrestle using left hand. Pinch throat. We keep hitting. He breaks the grip. After we bash him, just keep bashing him. Just keep bashing him. He keeps missing. Bash him. The muscular Sasquatch in the right hand with your silver warhammer, bruising the muscle. He's still alive somehow. We are focused now, which is interesting. We've gained quite a bit of skill in wrestling during this. We're also gaining quite a bit of skill in Hammerdorf. We're still just adequate, but hopefully we'll level up wrestling by the end of this. Who's gonna win? Oh, it's definitely us at this point. This is now just, we are at the point now where I am simply mutilating this Sasquatch. This hasn't been a fair fight for a while. If at all, ever. Just gonna keep bashing him. He's currently trying to grab me. I'm going to hit him in the leg. I'm going to bite him in the leg and latch on firmly. Then I'm just gonna hit him. He breaks the grip on my teeth. We bash him, bash him. He's trying to crawl away. Keep bashing him, keep bashing him, keep bashing him. He looks sick. We bash him. We're getting tired, but we're still focused. It says tired down there, the bottom. He's moving away. You can actually see the tildes on the ground, which is representing a pool of Sasquatch blood, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure I could pick it up, put it in my water screen, and drink it. And move up one around the blood. Keep hitting him. See how our... Actually, that's not the button I want to hit. That's the button I want to hit. Let's see how our dwarf is feeling. We're satisfied upon improving fighting. We're also satisfied upon improving tracking. So our dwarf's actually quite happy about this whole situation. Granted, we do have some bruising on our left lower leg, and heavy bruising, and heavy bruising. So we're quite bruised, but that's nothing we can't overcome. No cuts or anything. Nothing's gonna scar. It is panicking now. We continue bashing it. This particular hit was absolutely brutal. Bruising the muscle, fracturing the left true ribs, jamming the right ribs through the left lung and tearing the left lung. We hit him again. This time we bashed the muscular Sasquatch in the upper body from behind with your silver warhammer, bruising the muscle and fracturing the left floating ribs. And you can actually see the tildes now representing his vomit, I think. Yeah, a pile of vomit. I can also track broken vegetation. So if I hit D, the vegetation is broken. The signs are that he's heading that they lead west. I I don't think he's going west currently. I think he's going east right now, but... You bash the muscular Sasquatch from behind with your silver warhammer, bruising the muscle and fracturing the skull. It's almost over. Once again, fracture it, continuing to bruise the muscle. I want as much skill as possible. You bash the muscular Sasquatch in the head from behind with your silver warhammer, and the injured part explodes into gore.